What's up, everybody? Let's get it. Thursday in the principal's office, all the usual suspects. What's up? Thank you again to everybody. Call to the Pen HQ with the big man, the one-man band. Come on, 1.5-man band. We got to get Jay involved in this, man. Coop on the ones and twos. My dude was just listening to me cry. Cry about my issues. Man, I am in formatting hell. If you follow my work on Twitter, at John Laghezza on the Bird app, yo. Any time of day, any day of the week. You go to the pinned tweet, you check it out for free. You know, I'm not even trying to show my stuff for profit. Go check it out because I really think it's helpful. Again, this show, the restaurant where the chefs eat, I've gotten some really great feedback and added to it. And that's why I kind of want all the sharps in the pitching sheet in particular. You know, I know there's a lot of prop players, so I split lefty, righty, home, away. All the advanced stuff, kind of broken up, then team stats, formatted, give you an idea. Just help you build that matrix, I should say. So, Fire Sports, D-Rock, there's just everybody. I can't even keep up. Brian Rose, Rich Clark, Jeff L. Fire Sports, we salute you. Capo's in the crew. Comerica, what's going on? Nice and early bird special. All right, we got plenty to do. I'm going to skip the 3 early games. You know the deal. Let's get to 15 likes. Come on. We'll do like a parlay, one of these things. God, I'm going to get back on once I get back rolling, gosh, imagine like when I get hot. It's just crazy. Again, if you follow my work, where for all the like we talking about losing, we are actually up. Although, man, not like my boys. Again, some of the chefs sitting at the bar causing trouble. Fire Sports doing work. I know Matty Williams doing work. NBA Props 20. I forget, not just NBA, man. He's more than just a pretty face. Yeah, Call to the Pen, sounding the klaxon. Google Sheets Wizards, hit me up on Twitter. I will pay you if you can help me. I'm in formatting hell. Just to give you an idea, though, I've already melted the brain of 2 data scientists that couldn't figure it out. They have no idea. We're down to like, it's a bug in a extension or something like that. So, once you're doing that, you're kind of chasing your own tail. Jeff L says Taylor Matt Williams never done. Yeah, my man's been on absolute fuego, super sharp dudes. We've had him on the show a couple times. Looking forward to doing it again. Let's dive into the afternoon games. First up, it's the Tigres from Detroit Rock City. Matthew Boyd, heavy 180 dog on the road in the Twin Cities up against Sonny Gray. Oh, Sonny, messing with my boy. Check it out with Boyd. This is funny. I was getting ready to dump on him. And then noticed something. Check out. The splits are so heavy. We'll get there in a second. Boyd, 5.55 ERA, that triple nickel. What was that? What was that? 5.55 solo, right, with the triple nickel. 135 whip, 740 OPS. Earned run indicators like, I don't know, when the expected ERA is a 4.2, PFIP 1.44, 1.5, Sierra 4.5, it's not terrible, right? A full run better than the ERA. K rate a little bit low at 22, the walk rate, 9.5 for Boyd, actually, right? That's not bad. The underlying stuff in the strikeouts, usually where I'm looking and I like it. 13 swing to strike, 30 whiff. Just shy of the bully metric, but he's right there. I guess if you round up, it's there. Right, 64.4, 34.6. Actually, right, that's a 98, 99 on the nose. Sorry, Boyd. But 82 zone contacts. All kidding aside, is winning in the zone. The strikeout stuff is there. The split I mentioned, though, check it out, was not maybe the lefty-righty split. OPMG, Capo, in the house. What's going on? Buen dia. Obviously, a lot of lefties going to have lefty-righty splits. Right, lefties have a 200 batting average, 586 OPS against Boyd. Half a home and 9. Righties 254. I'm really not that bad. The big split, though, because I was looking to try and maybe get after the pitching props. We were doing pretty well on those. And I noticed, right, the walk rate I don't mention near 10, the ball rate near 37. But the split is really crazy. Check it out at home. Right, he's on the road today, but at home, 300 batting average, 870 OPS, 8.5 ERA, 1 3/4 homer 9. On the road, 180 batting average allowed, 586 OPS, 2.9 ERA, about a homer 9. This is Matthew Boyd. So he's been like excellent, excellent on the road. And I got to bring it up because even the K walk split was pretty nuts. Yeah, check it out. 13% walk rate at home for Boyd, 5.7 on the road, 29.3% K. He's been excellent. He's been so good on the road. That maybe you got to keep that in mind. Sonny Gray, we know he's awesome. 2.25 ERA, 1.25 WHIP. Earn run indicators agree. 25 K. And 29.5 CSW. Right, that's always a box kind of checked. 28 whiff is always a box checked. 47 ground ball, 2% blast. I mean, the home runs are eventually going to come. 0.13 homer 9. He's been excellent. All the splits in check. When Gray's healthy, he's really good. Offense is both kind of struggling here. Jay, I think I might have my first one. I want to just check the algo first for the bullpens. You can see where I was going. I was kind of leaning. That's funny. I'm here talking to myself, leaning under. Looking at the algo, it's over. I mean, the line was at 4. I guess that's the reason. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be going under 4. I didn't realize just how low that number was. I was hoping for maybe 4.5. Like I said, algo actually has 5. I'm not going to agree with it blindly as we talk through this stuff. So, Gray's been good, but again, Boyd's been good on the road. I guess I don't really stress pitcher home away splits. Not something I'm not going to totally put my thumb on the scale for. But it's pretty hard to deny. And then the Twins, 2.25 batting average, last 500 plate appearances. Detroit not far behind at 214. Neither have a 300 on base percentage. Neither have a 700 OPS. They both strike out at least 27% of the time. This is pretty. Oh, you can see where this could get really ugly. Neither have a better than 95 team WRC plus list 500 plate appearances. Though, again, like I said, I had the over. If I was going to go for the win, it's got to be the Twins stretching them out in the bullpen. Last 34 innings, 2.3 ERA, really good. 6 barrel. Detroit, Rock City, not as good because the double-digit walk rate's always going to kill you. Especially in the bullpen, right? That's how you kind of get destroyed easily. Man, so much going on in the chat. You guys are super distracting. I'm trying to get golf and UFC tips and stuff, man. This is just, I love it, man. I love it here. Just sort of the happy hour spot. This is the spot to be in the afternoon. So, man, I'm a little torn because, like I said, I was kind of leaning under. Jay, bring up the F5. If it's F5, maybe that's where I want to go. Maybe I'm going to stick with what's working. There's nothing F5. It's F4. And I don't know I guess I'm going to go under 4.5, right? But then we got to pay for the juice. I'm not going to tempt it, man. Forget it. Like I said, I've been losing, If we start hitting these, borderline plays, man, I'd be glad to start pulling the trigger. But again, I always feel like that's a good way to get in trouble. Okay, next one. It's the Rockies. They've been the death of me. The Red Sox finally got him. The Red Sox finally got him eventually, 6-3 yesterday. But, man, one thing I wanted to mention with the Rockies that I have seen people mention, Damani, what's up? Yes, please do smash that like button. It matters more than it should. When people attack the Rockies, the whole Rocky Road narrative, just keep in mind that's immediately after leaving Colorado, and it diminishes as we go. So they've been on the road for a long time because that's to do with ball movement, right? And the perception. So when they go back, it's different. Offense turned up. When they leave, then you go after them, you actually ding them for being bad. Now, not that they should need any help. 242 team BA, 300 OBP, 69 team WRC plus, last 500 plate appearances. They're not any good. They strike out a ton, bottom 3 in K, bottom 3 in walk, bottom 3 in chase, bottom 3 in fly ball. They're just not any good. Only 9 home runs, last 500 PAs. This is the Rockies. But the junk ballers have been pitching out of their mind. Again, I'm not buying it today. It's Kyle Freeland, plus 215 dog on the road against AJ Smith, Shawver. Freeland, 3.90 ERA, 1.26 whip. All the indicators up near 5. Sierra near 5. 16% K, single-digit K on his walk, 7% swing and strike. These are generally things to go after, right? 23 CSW, 17 whiff, 94 in-zone contact. Okay, keep that in mind. In zone contact, flip the Brave side. Number 1 in team batting average, last 500 plate appearances, 300 team batting average. They're a walking all-star. 370 WOBA, 11 barrel, 47 hard hit. I mean, you're going to pitch a contact, you're going to be in trouble against the Braves. So you got to think, born again veteran, what's up? New sub here. Love it. Yes. New Yorker, born and raised, Brooklyn. Always. Appreciate you, man. Welcome aboard. Please make sure to press the like button because it matters more than it should. When you hang with the one-man band, call to the pen, red-headed stepchild of the Hammer Betting Network. Thank you, Rob Pizzola. Salute you, sir. So, yeah, you're going to pitch a contact to the Braves. You're going to be getting yourself in trouble. I'm not going to go up against that. Other side to AJ, yeah, no ERA, 0.78 whip. His xFIP near 5.5. Sierra over 5. Double-digit walk rate, 43% ball rate, 17 whiff, 26 O swing, 90 Z-con. Right, so just take it all the way through the disciplinary metrics. It's awful. It's awful. I know I printed for subs the Colorado first 5 team total. Jay, we have access to that? If we do, I'll take that and even take that with a little bit of juice. I'm not going to 150, but if it's 130, no F5 TTs. That's my big wreck here, people. I know our boy Matt was on the run line for Colorado, which I get. Don't get me wrong, I get it because of the price, and you know we love that bet here. You know we love that bet here, but then I would just lean towards the over. Jay, bring up the F5 over. Is it 4.5? Because if that's the case, and you can get access to it that way also. I kind of have like a Braves cover, but I'm not really feeling it because I think regression monster's coming for him. Yeah, so let's go over the 4.5. That one we could do. F5, 4.5. Let's not tempt the bullpens. Wait, actually, you know what? Before you pull the trigger, there's a reason why I had F5 in my mind. Let me just double check it. Yeah, Atlanta's been so good. That bullpen's been so locked down. Last 46 and 2/3, 2.3 ERA, whip below 1, 26K to only 5 walks. All right. Whenever you check that plus 20% K minutes walk, that's not what you want to be. Only 1 loss last 14 days. Let's stick with the F5. You know, I just think we're going to get it. Oh, hey, Maddie, what's going on? Our friend. Oh, I thought I saw Colorado F5 run line in there. Maybe it was on your lean list. You know, I follow your stuff, obviously. I thought I saw the run line first 5. But, yeah, I wanted the first 5 team total. It was actually priced, like, appropriately, which is also something people quick, you know, when I'm always doing my thing. Matt's always doing his thing. We're always kind of hashing it out. And, you know, people have been in my DMs asking me where, like, the F5 team totals went. It's because the books kind of changed them. You know, they don't put out 1.5s like they used to, or they juice them up to the gills. Then you have to parlay all the time. That could be a little difficult. But the collar run today was normally priced, meaning like 120, minus 120 or minus 125. So those you don't want to pair. And I'm going to be looking for the 2 runs against AJ. So that's my play there today. Next up, black and yellow, Johan Oviedo, plus 140 dog on the road against the Baby Bears and Marcus Stroman, minus 150 dogs. What I do know that I saw Matt on was because I printed it also was the under Oviedo case. So, Jay, if that's normally priced, we can get that. If that's past at 135, I'll leave it. But there was one thing I know I wanted to bring up, and it's the weather. Okay, because it got to the point where I actually put like a warning sign emoji on my algo printout this morning. Because listen, yes, one of the reasons I trusted it so much is because it's so in line with the books before even their lines come out, you know. But sometimes there's too big of a discrepancy. So you have to kind of put the third eye on it. Now, that's also to my work. You know, I don't play with the algorithm. Like, I don't like when people do that. I don't like the way that came out, so they adjust it. Well, what's the point then? You know, I'd rather disagree with it or question its strength. So long. Pittsburgh and Chicago, I have them at over 5 through 5. The F5 is printed at 3.5. Jay, bring that up. Is that still there? So at first it wasn't up at all. They were dragging their feet. There were no player props. Then all of a sudden it all came out at once, and it was way lower than I thought. Man, so this one, I guess it really comes up to what kind of better You are. Okay, so let's get to it. Oviedo, 415 ERA, 1.4 whip, but the OPS near 800, more validating the high whip than the lower ERA. Sierra up near 5. Double-digit walk rate, single-digit K minus BB, 10 swinging strike, 38% ball, 51 first strike, 27 chase rate. So everything really, really low. You can see where he'd get regressed, but now let's bring the weather into this. And I want to bring the weather in. I'm going to tell you why I don't care. Okay, so let's not bury the lead, Jay. You can get ahead of it. You can hit the 3.5. Reason being this, Oviedo, we're not looking for the home run. Just so you know, I'm referencing Kevin Roth at Rotogrinders. They do excellent work with the weather. He's like the guy. Blowing in from the north like nearly 20 miles an hour. Okay? Gotcha. Number one, wind stuff changes rapidly, both through the day and within the game. Number two, Johan Oviedo, 48% ground ball. You're not really looking for the home run, right? That's never been the case. But he has gotten hit hard. It just hasn't been lifted. So we'd be looking for the Cubs lefties today. Oviedo's on a 255, batting average 760 OPS. He has walked 12%, though. So that kind of pushed me off the prop for Hap. You read my mind. Where I do want to go is on the under of those strikeouts. So again, I mentioned the K rate below 20. Ball rate way too high. Whiff rate down to 25. Not reducing chases at all. So I thought this one was probably a full strikeout too high. And I think the book, I don't want to speak for the book, but it appears like the book has really kind of stressing just K rate, recent K rate. Chicago Cubs bottom 5 in K rate, last 500 PAs, but they're walking. But also the swing strike rate is low, and that's why I hope people are coming here, nuance and context pouring out the nose when you roll with us. Right? It's not just K rate. Again, we don't use walk rate, we're using ball rate and chase rate. We want to see these things in accordance. So also Cubs, 88% zone contact, last 500. So they're not swinging and missing, and they're making contact. Oviedo, that zone contact up near 87. So let's go under the strikeouts. It's like minus 115, under 5.5 Ks, which I always like. I've dropped a couple of under K props, but you're playing with fire when you go under 3.5 Ks. Under 5.5, you really like. You need good. You need the goods to get 6 strikeouts. I don't think he's got it. And again, I think the book is misreading it kind of, I don't want to say an erroneous K metric, but one I'm not really buying. I also like the Cubs to kind of cover this one up. So if you wanted to jump that one also, Jay, we already have 2 bets, so let's leave it. I don't want to triple up, but just so people know, full transparency. Also, if they check my ticket, they'll see it there. So the reason I jumped on that back one, listen, the game has 3 phases. Pittsburgh bullpen may be objectively the worst bullpen in the game right now. Last 42 innings, 7 ERA, 5 Sierra, 2 whip, a 333 batting average allowed, 43 fly ball, 48 hard hit. Yikes. 1.5 over 9. So if we don't get him early, hopefully we will get him late. Stroman's been fantastic. 2.42 ERA on the season, 105 whip. All the indicators agree. Now, granted, the K metrics are not going to overwhelm. That's never been his game. But he does get ahead. He does limit fouls, so he's able to go deep into the game. His BABIP is low because the ground ball rate is so high, 61% ground ball rate, 3 barrel, is a half a homer 9, sub 300 expected WOBA on the season for Stroman. So I think we just have I think the Cubs are just 2 runs better than the Pirates here. Pirates offense has been okay. I get you, like, when Sawinski's swinging the bat, he's been okay. But I think Stroman just has the upper hand. And again, if it's close or late, I think the bullpen's get this done. So next up. Do I have to hurry? I always feel like I have to hurry, right? You always have to hurry. That's the answer. Next up, I've just been watching these. This is my game to watch. It's Shohei Ohtani. The GOAT, man. He's so great. It's just unbelievable we're watching. Please, please, please appreciate what this man is doing. Ohtani plus 115 dog with the Angels. Thanks, Jay. On the road against the Walker Texas Rangers and nasty Nate Eovaldi minus 120. Man, these Rangers are hard to go against. I think I may have already learned my lesson. Again, I don't care about going up against good teams. But if you have a chance to bet against the Yankees, that's okay. Like sway in the betting markets without Judge. We have a chance to bet against the Houston Astros now, Jordan Alvarez. You kind of do that. But right now, this text range is off. It's just not what to mess with. Ohtani looking like a goat, although lately it's slipping a bit. 3.3 ERA, 104 whip on the season, 615 OPS, looking beautiful. Not a single earned run indicator above 3.5. 118 stuff plus on the four-seamer. Wow, jumping off the page. 33.3 K to 11 walk. The 11 walk is high. But again, the basket is strong. So I don't want to see, he just tries to win with 3 balls. Almost 14% swing strike, 32 CSW, 33.5 whiff rate, 81 zone contact. So Ohtani's good. He's really good. The problem, of course, like I said, the Texas offense, just top 3 across the board. You name it, they got it. Number 1 in barrel, 128 WRC plus. As a team, 823 OPS. Number 1 in doubles, and then it's top 3 in homers. So they're really getting it done with the stick, also taking walks, not chasing. That would probably be the rough spot for Ohtani. It's not even that I think they crack him. Like maybe Texas gets up 1-2. But I'd be more worried that they've actually been patient, and that patience in combination with the ability to, hit the ball hard, right? Contact quality plus patience usually is pretty damaging. Other side, Niavalde's been awesome, right? Blue board legend, if you know, you know. 86 2/3. That's got to be near the lead in the league, right? 2.5 ERA, 0.98 whip, OPS just below 600. He's been excellent. 25K is perfect when you got a 5% walk rate. That 20K minus BB is excelente. 61 first strike, 33 O swing, 51 ground ball, all the stuff you want. Half a homer 9. 229 lefty righty BA split. And he's been, pretty damn good at home. I mean, this is going to be a good one. Ohtani does have a 4 ERA on the road, but it's a 3.2 xFIP, 190 batting average allowed. Looks like the homer 9 is high, so I wouldn't be too worried about it. Texas doesn't really play up that way. It's more the quality of the hitters, yeah. Matt's got nothing on the LA-Texas game. Yeah, me neither. Though Seager ringing as a home run, yeah. See, there's that matrix cross where I absolutely see it, where I pump the brakes. Again, having done the home run thing for a long time, I like to hold it for teams that implying more runs. Though the matchup is strong, I don't think there are enough of them, simply put. Also, Texas bullpen has been LA bullpen has been good. 2 ERA last 49 innings. That's strong. Sub 200 batting average. They have walked few, but suppressed contact and kept the ball in the yard. Again, it's just I don't know. I that's why I have found in my own experience. You don't have to listen to me. I'm not doing that correct. Next up, yeah, I'm leaving this one. So that was the watch game for sure. Next up, it's our Nats and Mackenzie Gore plus 170 dog. Why do they keep doing this to us? Right? Why do they keep doing this to us? I see talks of home run parlay values. I had a couple rings. I just managed to. I wrote them down. We'll do them at the end. Mackenzie Gore, 4 ERA, 1.4 whip, 762 OPS. But the home run indicator's not really buying it, right? xFIP at 3.6, Sierra at 3.8. 113 stuff plus on the fastball, 28% K. The walk rate a little bit too high at 10. But swinging strike rate 14, CSW 29, whiff rate 30.5, in zone contact 83. Those are all really strong. Gore could win in the zone when he needs to. The misses have been bad and turned into hard hit balls, in particular against lefties. So speaking of which, that's funny. That was one of the rings that I got was Kyle Tucker. Born Again Veteran asks, what is TT? Excellent question. It's team total. So you're talking about a single team's over-under runs, right? So we'd say G is full game over 9 runs scored. LA 5 TT, meaning the Dodgers alone would have to score 5. Yes, of course. Great questions all the time. Again, I do have a little bit of a key. If you check out that sheet, again, Born Again Veteran is free. Again, we're not no shilling around here. Follow me up on Twitter, and it's in the pinned tweet. It's a little Google Doc, and your mind might be blown. At the very least, it's saving people. it's even people that are sharp clicks, right? Because I have formatted data in one spot. So Jeff Ellis says the Tucker props look good. He's just struggled as of late. So at that point, it just comes down to like, if you're into the recency thing, it's really the, because Doc's for me quality player that kind of did. But he has definitely struggled. I know I was like digging for these, splits, and like it just wasn't there. And again, when does a guy break out of it? We actually just mentioned Ian Happ, right? Was in a great spot. We didn't take him because he had been cold. He had a first at bat double, and now maybe he's going to take off. So I think missing the lefties is more of a help to Gore, not having Jordan. But the Tucker prop is in play. Other side, Christian Javier, 3.13 ERA, 106 WHIP, 664 OPS. He was just on a sick run for like 5 or 6 starts. Though we got touched up last time out. 18.5 came out. His BB is pretty strong. 12 swinging strike, 28 whiff. Well, those not as strong as Mackenzie Hawthorne. The problem is the fly balls, right? 52.5 fly ball, 11% barrel. Has only equaled 1 home run per 9. That is not going to maintain. So what are we doing? What we do best, we're betting on our Nats. Here we go. Number 1 in K rate, last 500 plate appearances. Number 1 in zone contact. So that's what we're going to have to get this one. Let's get the run line up there, please, Jay. F5 run line. Is we got plus money yet? Oh, did I? Wait. No. Full game. Are you F5? Yeah, no. We want the first 5. Yeah. Scared me there. Best price we can get. If you are curious, this wonderful app you're looking at is BetStamp. So it's betstamp.app/Cole to the pen. Tell them Big Johnny sent you. But really, come on, all the shopping is being done for you. Like, how do you beat that? So let's get Washington with the F5. Again, if you're unfamiliar already, F5 RL read his first 5 run line. You get the half run. We're getting a half run at plus money. Or even money, I'm sorry. There's a plus in front of it. And if it's tied after 5, we cash. Love it. Right now is the time to probably get after Houston. They've started to tick up, but they're really a ground ball machine. 31% hard hit rate is in the bottom 8. They really have not been great. They've hit some home runs recently, but they really are far from great. The one that they're rolling out there is kind of a shell. Dubon, Altuve, Bregman, Tucker, Abreu, Pena, McCormick, and then some, Myers and Maldonado. Like maybe you're getting jokes or something like that. It's just my case is Nats TT 3.5 plus money. Let's take a looky, Lou. That's funny. Wasn't the F5 set at 2.5? No, they were set at 1.5, and I got a mid signal. Okay, so I see what you're saying. I have them scoring 2 through 5, right? Like the barely 2, right? The ones that you're going to sweat. You're going to sweat that F5. We want to look at the Houston bullpen list, 37 2/3. That's 2 weeks. The ERA at 3.35, however, Sierra run higher, whip at 1.5, batting average 270. Double-digit walk rate, double-digit barrel. I mean, the short answer is, if you believe in our Nats, the answer is yes. So I think the Nats team total is viable as well. I'm going to stick with the run line because I've been riding with Gore. But I think they're both good. Had I run into that team total first, that might have been where I went. Not to say we're going to abuse Javier. That was kind of the thing, like, just in case we don't score, right? We want to cash this at 0-0. We want to cash this at 1-0. So let's move it on. That's where I'm at. Next up, it's the Guardians from Cleatown. Bringing a Skyline Chili and Logan Allen plus 110 dogs on the road in the perfect weather near the aquarium to the Friar Tucks, those San Diego Padres and Ryan Weathers. How apropos. Logan Allen so far, 51 2/3, 3.31 ERA, looking good, 1.4 whip, not so much. 750 OPS, making you think more about it, right? Earn indicators giving you the mixed bag, so let's pop the hood. 23% K is a little low, 7% walk is nice, though, right? We like that. 34% ball rate, we really like that also. Was Allen on the... I looked at all this stuff. I don't know. I need an apprentice at this point. I'm fighting the inevitable. I either need somebody to do the data end for me or I need somebody to do the betting stuff for me. I'm just at pretty much wit's end. Check out the walk prop from, you know what? I think I did. I think I bet this one, actually. So this one's interesting. I'm just curious to see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can't pay the juice, but I paired it. But to give you an idea, this one's interesting. Logan Allen, again, if you're like a juice bettor, again, that's why I shouldn't discourage people. Because if you do the Kelly stuff and you're using like edge, right? Percentage edge, which I try not to do. Because when I start thinking about like, who the hell do you think you are? You know what I mean? Who do you think you are adjusting edge and what's going to happen? You don't know anything. If all these stats look backward, they don't look forward. Again, give me the sample set and the probability and the risk management overall. I would like figuring stuff out, trying to predict the future. However, back to Logan Allen. Again, sub 7% walk rate, 34% ball rate, with the big time chase rate. Like I don't know. He hasn't walked 3 batters this entire year, and his walk prop up at 2.5. So if you're a juice bettor, again, I think the under on Logan Allen is perfectly cromulent. I paired it with Mackenzie Gore. Funny enough, who we had just mentioned. Which is, oh man, I don't know if I can get to the second one. They told me we had a second, so we're going to blame him. This is live TV, baby. Mackenzie Gore has the big walk rate on the surface, but I think the splits were crazy. And on the road, he hasn't really walked guys at all. And the walks are all up front, right? This is Gore because I want to cover it in case everyone does tail this. Just to give you the ABC analysis. He came out and walked 4 batters in 3 of his first 4 games. He has not walked. He walked 4 batters once in like 11 games since. He's had 1 or less. And gosh, that's like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of 9 or something. So like, I don't know. Gore was under 3 also. Again, I think I like the 3 walks. And other part of that, when 3 walks is, or I should say like under on these props, is if the pitcher gets annihilated, then like you're out, right? If you get out or like even something stupid like a comeback or something like that. Anyway, not to get too into the weeds. So Allen, I don't think goes under the 2.5. Talking to the Gore prop, started sweating a little bit. Other side, Ryan Weathers. I'm not really buying it, right? 38 1/3, ERA near 5, WHIP at 1.5, OPS north of 825. XFIP, K-minus walk, ERA, and Sierra all north of 5.25. The K rate at 15.5 to the 9% walk rate, that's not any good. 39% walk rate, that's not any good. 52 first strike, not any good. Not inducing chases, not any good. What's that walk prop look like? I wonder how I missed this, or like these things move, or maybe it was juice to the gills. Or maybe there's your other 200. Maybe that's what I should have paired it with, now that I'm thinking about it. Jake, can we see that one if you got it? Ryan Weathers. Oh, you know what probably happens if you do this on DraftKings and same game, then they start messing with it and stuff. But if you put it through the SGP, maybe this is actually a sharper play. Matt's got Allen with the domination on the road. He has been much better on the road. Again, 308 batting average allowed. At home, this is Allen to 236 away. 4.5 ERA to 1.9. 4.5 xFIP to 3.1. 1.3 home run to 0.38. So Matt over the target as usual. What's the Cleveland stuff look like then? Maybe I should have went. Yeah, I got you, Jay. Jay is wondering why things are not available. And it's because these businesses are crooked, right? Because there's no standard. I think I had Cleveland run line. It looks like that might have popped up in a comment. Sorry, I missed it. It kind of flew away in the river. Yeah, I actually have the Cleveland run line. I've been afraid of going up against San Diego. That's been a big thing. We'd have to beat up on him. First 5 run line. No, it was too juiced. That's why I ended up leaving it. Full game run line feels like a parlay play for me later on. All right, let's get through this last one. It's the White Sox and Dylan. Stop, cease, and desist. While we stop, cease, and desist for 1 second, please smash the like button, hit the bell. That stuff matters more than it should. Gosh, no one cares if the show is any good. People only care if you press the like button. Newsflash. Dylan, stop, cease, and desist with the pale hose. From Chi-Town, heading to Hollywood, always up to no good to face Michael Grove and those trolley Dodgers. Cease, listen, he's not bad. Maybe expectations were a bit too high. 4.4 ERA, 1.35 WHIP. 25% K we like, but the double-digit walk rate is kind of was the gray cloud that came with him. 64 first strike, which we really like. 85 in zone contact, which we like. But the hearty rate up at 48 is tough, man. You know, that 48% of your balls hit at 95 miles an hour is a rough scene. 390 expected wall ball contact, right? Materialized in that number, I should say. So Cease is always tough to roll with. ERA at 5.34 on the road. And man, anytime he goes out there, he is still potentially as impactful on a per inning or per game basis as just about anybody. Right? Last 2 times out, he was very good. 6 innings pitched, 1 earned, 7 strikeouts last time, 2 walks. So we know that the goods are there. We also know from last year he could go on these insane runs. So he's kind of a tough guy to bet on. And then Michael Grove, other side, he's been pretty much objectively terrible. I know people really like this guy. We just haven't seen it. Maybe it'll correct. 8.3 ERA, 1.6 WHIP so far. All the earned run indicators are 4.5 above or 5 or worse. The walk rate is low at 7, but the swing strike rate is low at 9, 22% whiff, 26 O swing, 89 zone contact. Really hard to get by on that. Right? You don't necessarily have to strike out the world, but you do want to miss some bats. Lefties have just eviscerated him. I mean, it's like beyond believable. 375 batting average, 1122 OPS. Yeah, 1,122 batting average, 2.5 home runs per 9. So I guess this is a Gavin Sheets take. I guess. What's that total base look like, Jay? Let's see that. The problem is when you look at the White Sox splits, they're terrible because the White Sox are terrible. But if he's going to break down against lefties, I mean, that'd be the guy to do it, I guess, right? That's where I'd be looking. White Sox offense, 207 batting average, 278 OBP, 633 OPS, less 500 PAs. That's a 71 WRC plus, 6% barrel, 53% ground ball. My gosh, if Grove's ever going to get it done, it'll be today. Wow, does that say plus 180? That's awesome. And again, with Sheets, I know some people might see the half base and kind of salivate, even with the minus 160. I think the plus 180 because I think it's an ISO thing. I think it's a power thing. I think his home run prop is probably nice too. How about a hybrid? We haven't done that in a while. How about a hybrid? What's the home run prop look like? 525? What? 525 is so low for a plus 180. I swear there is no like congruence. You got to really mind. That's why I have to tell you that people that Matt actually mentioned in the comments before. The best advice you give anybody is to bet this stuff early. It really is the best advice. The best advice. We could literally have the same exact ticket that you bet 9 p.m. yesterday that I bet 2 p.m. today. Same exact ticket. Same amounts. You're a tremendous winner and I'm a tremendous loser. I'm really, because of CLV and price movements and how margins are, wins are on the edges. And then with the line movements and stuff and run lines and stuff like that, it's just crazy. It really is. So let's go with the Sheets total bases again. I don't want to totally ignore that. I've been too much of a coward. We've done a good job of shrinking the ticket, not being wasteful. But come on, we are here to bet on baseball. So give me Sheets and Grove being terrible. Also, remember I mentioned that third phase when you want to imply runs. Dodger bullpen 6.6 ERA last 43 in the third, 294 opposing batting average, 1.5 WHIP, 10% barrel, 1.75 homer 9. So even if Grove, gets away with it, hopefully Will can escape. Again, I pushed up a little too close to the 40. So if you want to see the ticket, Jay is doing a lovely job of scrolling nice and slowly. Check out the video for the audio-only people. If you were listening, you got it already, right? Can we string something together early? There's a couple of early games. Can we do some full game stuff? I like Baltimore to win it outright. Oh my gosh, should we do it again? Let's do it again. Oakland, run line though. Oakland plus 1.5. Blackburn versus Taj. So Baltimore to win. Oakland plus 1.5. And then Philadelphia to win outright. That'll probably land at about like 5, I don't know, maybe like 5.5 or something like that. And I can think on that. Let's smash that and get out of here, everybody. Far Sports is the O's TT. Yeah, that too. Sure. Show enough. All right, let's get out of here. Really do appreciate you. Tomorrow, I think we have one of our in-house heroes coming up. Special guest tomorrow to do the hour show, full slate. Remember, everybody, if I don't want to give homework, but keep an eye on that FanDuel daily leader for strikeouts. Honestly, keep an eye on that. That's the one thing I've been kicking myself over is not having given that enough of a look while I was thinking about it, right? Like while I was doing all the strikeout work and walk prop stuff to keep a reminder who could pop for it. Because again, Ranger Suarez was one strikeout short of the goal last time out. He had to be 150 to 1. So again, you could Far Sports is George Corby, maybe free rolling the week. Exactly. Like legit, no doubt. That board is so awesome. That is one of my favorite It's one of my favorite things to play right now. It might be my favorite thing to play. Outright. These tremendous like golf card odds. And if you're unfamiliar people, you follow us up. Every day we're tracking them. FanDuel is doing a daily strikeout leader, and the odds are just insane. Because again, everybody thinks it's going to be Spencer Strider, except he got lit up. Right, and Ranger Suarez had 9 Ks. And the time before that, we just missed it. We had, you get good pitchers too. Musgrove was, 90 to 1. I'm telling you, it's awesome. It's awesome. And the team that struck out the worst was the best strikeout team was, I think Miami was the last loser. So, all right, everybody, just to give you an idea. Let's get out of here. Love you much. You know it means the world to me, man. The time spent, the interaction. That's what it's all about. Audio people, rate, review, and subscribe. Hop on over to YouTube to check the ticket. Also to press the bell and check out the comment section. It's on fire. I know there's a couple golf winners in there. I'm going to go check it myself. I really appreciate you all. If you want to get a look at the betting, I'll walk you through it. Check me on Twitter. And that's it, man. Enjoy the games. Enjoy your day. When we're done with the book, enjoy that pay to all the people in the chat. I really can't thank you enough. It's all I think about when the show's going on. Remember, when you work this hard, you know the rest feels a lot less like luck, yo. Peace.